in 2020, I'm realizing there were a lot of opportunities that were unique to 2020 in terms of donating. So earlier in the year, I donated to the Broadway Cares Fund because with Broadway in New York and all the plays and all of the performers, yeah, it was so devastating as someone who grew up in New Jersey and getting
Mhm.
to go see Broadway shows to just see it all shut down. I mean,
And then to be completely isolated, like so many.
John Oliver always does the coolest stuff. And so he had his own line of stamps that were going to support the post office. So of course I got those and I'm still using them. I love them. And a lot of folks I know in town were buying up tons of gift cards from their local restaurants when everything was totally shut down and you couldn't even get takeout, I don't think, at a
Oh,
certain.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah. And especially here in town, we have some small local plant-based businesses. So it's sort of a double whammy by you're supporting local and you're supporting plant-based, and it really made a big difference, I think. And I know, Robin, you just had that great interview that you posted on plantbasedpoint.com with the Iowa Farm Sanctuary, and they had so many wonderful ways to donate. And I think it's a really good reminder too of you don't necessarily have to have a wad of cash, at the ready to hand over to be really helpful. And I know we'll get more into that in a minute, but I know certain shelters and different places, sometimes they just need like old rags and towels. And the Iowa Farm Sanctuary had an Amazon wish list. And I think people really love that because you feel like it's a little more personal. You can actually kind of pick out something that you know that they want and they're getting exactly what they need. The other big one for me this year was the Red Cross, of course, with everything going on with COVID. And then there were the wildfires here in the Pacific Northwest. And so I really wanted to support them.
Yeah, so you already mentioned Iowa Farm Sanctuary, and I posted on my social media for my birthday this year and, just asked people, I don't need, stuff right now. And so I just wanted people to donate to them. For every, small donation, you can like put a name in the hat for like what these sweet little ducks would be named. So there's a duck named Randy walking around the Iowa Farm Sanctuary, which is just great. And like, it's a place we would want to donate to and support regardless if they did stuff like that. But because they do stuff like that, you just feel a connection to it and just a little bit more. It's just nice. And it keeps the community involved and aware of everything that's going on. I actually also recently got a sweatshirt. They did a fundraiser and it was selling these really great sweatshirts. And we're going to post a picture of it because it's super warm and cozy and perfect for the season right now. But little fun ways like that where you're donating. And then of course now I can walk around and sort of advertise Iowa Farm Sanctuary. But I would agree, any of the farm sanctuaries, whether it's, Farm Sanctuary, Iowa Farm Sanctuary, Peace Ridge Sanctuary, there are so many, not only in this country, but, globally. But if you find one locally that you're really connecting with, make that sort of your holiday place that you donate to. And like Jules said, the Amazon wish list is such a great place to see what do they actually need. And it also sort of paints a picture of the cost to care for the property and their, residents and everything that goes on there. So I would for sure recommend any of the sanctuaries. And then even beyond that, if you are familiar with like a local cat rescue, dog rescue, anything like that, we're actually in the process of adopting 2 kittens, and they are coming from an animal rescue. They run a trap and release program, and they spay the cats before they allow them to be adopted out, and they take on all those costs. So we'll throw a link in for them as well. Just amazing. A lot of people, a lot of organizations do a lot of great stuff. So just keeping an eye out for it. And I think if you can find something locally, that's pretty cool.